I forgot to tell you one thing.
In 1906, Upton Sinclair and other muckrakers took a stand and exposed meatpacking companies. Mainly, these meatpacking companies were located in Chicago. Upton Sinclair exposed these meatpacking companies because of their factory conditions and how unsanitary the meat was processed and packed. Labor unions also boycotted and complained about the working conditions and how they felt like they were wage slaves. Upton Sinclair then wrote a book called The Jungle, which exposed everything about the meatpacking companies. After Upton Sinclair wrote this book, the U.S. House of Representatives, Congress, and President Theodore Roosevelt passed the Pure Foods and Drugs Act of 1906.
Upton Sinclair was born in Baltimore and died in New Jersey. Upton Sinclair traveled from his hometown Baltimore to Chicago to do his journalist work.
This topic took a stand in history in many ways, either through specific people or an act like the Pure Foods and Drugs Act of 1906, as well as the Meatpacking Act of 1906. Upton Sinclair took a stand by exposing the meatpacking companies through a book called The Jungle, which then influenced the House of Representatives, Congress, and Theodore Roosevelt to pass both the Pure Foods and Drugs Act of 1906 and the Meatpacking Act of 1906. Washington H. Wiley took a stand against meatpacking by creating many programs like Poison Squad and factory inspections. The Poison Squad took a stand in history by risking their lives for scientists to see how poisonous food dyes or poisonous food preservatives hurt the digestive system. Those were just three of the different things that took a stand against meatpacking in Chicago in 1906.
See these cows here in the back? In the 1900s, meatpacking industries slaughtered them. But that was just a fraction of the meatpacking process. Just because you can kill doesn't mean you can process. Upton Sinclair exposed meatpacking industries in 1906 because of their unsanitary work conditions. He also went undercover as a muckraker to get on the inside of the guts.
Journalists all over the U.S. were exposing things just like Upton Sinclair during the Progressive Era.
Workers thought that the work conditions were horrible, so all of them started boycotting against the work conditions.
Labor unions took a stand against the unhealthy environment in the meatpacking factories. The factories were covered with rats and other germs roaming around the meat. The diseases in the factory made employees ill or possibly die. The conditions in the factory would cause meatpackers to lose their fingernails or their fingers would fall off. Political cartoons were made on the meatpacking dealing with the disgusting conditions in the factory.
Meat Inspection Act of 1906 took a stand against meatpacking. A way they took a stand was factory inspections. In these factory inspections, they would go in and try to find any misbranded or poisons in the food. Mainly, they would find these poisons in the food dyes or preservatives. One product that was misbranded a lot was ketchup. They would make it out of fermented tomato cores and skins, vinegar for flavor, and dyes to make it red.
The people worked together to stop unequal pay and way too many employment hours. Knights of Labor was making a big change in the working world for employees. Laws were made where children did not have to work in factories, where children could not have to risk injuring themselves. Employees' hours were really long, so they were cut back so they would have time to rest.
The Poison Squad took a stand against meatpacking by being a test subject for scientists. In 1906, it was hard for scientists to fault poisonous foods because they had no proof. The Poison Squad was made up of 12 test dummies and a chef. The chef was known as Perry. Perry would cook up high-class dishes with poison in them. Before the members of the Poison Squad would eat the dish, scientists would have to weigh them, check their temperature, and check their pulse rates. They would also collect their urine, sweat, and hair and submit it to their weekly physical, where scientists would check up on them.
Theodore Roosevelt was the president during this time, so Upton Sinclair asked him to call an inspection on meatpacking industries in Chicago. This project made a difference by changing the lives of every single U.S. citizen. It made it to where you can eat your food without hoping that you won't get sick. It made it to where you can look at the label of your food and know what you see is what you are actually getting. All of this was possible because Upton Sinclair wrote a book, The Jungle, exposing the unsanitary working conditions, meatpacking, and processing conditions.